Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. We're going to the top, to the top, to the top, baby. We're going to bring others with us. So please become a part of Notification Squad. Peep Squad, hit that notification bell, baby. Know each and every time I drop a video and tell me what's on your mind. So let's get into it. Let's talk about NeNe Leakes and Gregg Leakes. Oh, yes, it is going down. But this is not a new story about Gregg having a inappropriate conversation with a woman at NeNe Leakes' place of business, because she did talk about this in June, and she actually put out a tweet about the situation, baby. I was like, what's going on? Lord have mercy. It's going down. I was like, Lord have mercy. It is what it is. Yes, Tia. But NeNe Leakes did talk about this in June. And it was based on NeNe Leakes and, Gregg's little situation where they were doing on their YouTube channel, where they talk about having an open marriage and an open relationship. And so therefore she posed the question and she wanted people to answer the question. But she talked about it very briefly. And she said she's going to be talking about it some more and some more. But she talked about it on Lipstick Service with Angela baby, and it seems like NeNe Leakes ain't really worried about any other woman trying to get her man, because you know what, if she wants him, she can keep him and she can have him. But NeNe Leakes, basically, she ain't concerned and she ain't jealous. And she wasn't all up in arms when Gregg was having a conversation with the woman he was dealing with that was at NeNe Leakes' place of business. I was like, Lord have mercy. What is really going on with this situation? I guess she's like, you know what? It is what it is. We've been together for so long. So therefore, I guess Gregg is allowed, some indiscretions when it comes down to the situation. Because, see, she posted this in actually June. So it's nothing really new, because I know when I first heard the story that it wasn't something that was brand new. I was like, this sounds familiar. And yes, she did talk about it a little bit, but she didn't get into great details about it. But she did on Lipstick Service. So Gregg was out here trying to get with a lady that worked for his wife. I was like, Lord have mercy. And they both agreed that she was cute and she was young and she was pretty and she had it going on. And NeNe Leakes said that was, Gregg's type, out here in these streets. So I guess, she's not insecure and she ain't worried about what Gregg be doing, because as long as Gregg, respects her and everything else like that, she's cool with the situation. So we'll see. Hey, what's up, I trust? So we'll see what's going on with that situation. I was like, Lord have mercy. It is going down. I was like, Gregg is out here doing a damn thing. But NeNe talked about this before they actually got over the situation. But NeNe Leakes in her interview basically was saying, as long as Gregg is now out here spending money and buying pocketbooks for women and doing the whole 9 yards, she'll be all right with it, as long as he does his thing and he does it respectfully. Hey, Andrea Sims, baby, how you doing? So good to see ya. So, basically, she does her thing, he does his thing, as long as it's respectful. It don't get out to the blogs and she don't find out, it's all good. But she doesn't believe that Gregg would actually cheat on her, and have a full-fledged relationship and be buying, pocketbooks and houses and everything else like that when it comes down to the situation. I was like, yeah, NeNe, you better than me. So NeNe was like, when you've been married for like 20 or something years or whatever, you're going to have some indiscretions. You're going to have some cheating. You're going to have some people doing some things, in a relationship that's not all kosher. And I was like, girl, you are better than me. So that's probably why NeNe Leakes wasn't too, hunky-dory when it came to when Gregg had, the pancreas cancer. And basically, she was like, he done cheated on me. He done did this. Would he do the same thing for me if I turned around and did what he did to me or whatever? And she was feeling a certain type of way. And she was actually, pinning that question to, the viewers and everything. So yes, Gregg was out here in these streets, baby. He was, like, damn, Gregg, you ain't got no distraction. Like, Gregg, come on. How you gonna try to get with a woman that is working for your wife? How you gonna be FaceTiming her and talking to her at the same damn time and doing all this other stuff and keep it from your wife? Don't you know the woman that worked for NeNe Leakes, she was gonna use that information one day if she could, but I guess she didn't use the information because we haven't heard of her yet, but now maybe she might come out and she might talk about that. I was like, Lord have mercy. Like, the situation is crazy. And like, NeNe was open. Letha E, hey, what's up, Letha E? How you doing? Hey, G, how you doing? What's going on? They are all messy. Yes, sir. So it seems like, NeNe Leakes was able to give Kenya Moore some advice when it comes to cheating. When it comes to your husband having discretions out here, you don't need to run, because basically NeNe Leakes says she ain't gonna leave Gregg. If she wants to leave Gregg, she'll leave him. But if he's talking to another woman, FaceTiming and all the other good stuff behind her back, it's a conversation. It's not divorce material. So basically, I guess NeNe Leakes is saying, she could really had helped out Kenya Moore in her situation. Like, what's going on with that situation? With Kenya Moore actually dealing with Mark and then dealing with their problems, and allegedly Mark having infidelity issues and having his side piece, his side chick, hit him up and call him up and everything else like that. So I think NeNe Leakes is basically like, I could have helped her with the situation. I could have talked to her, because it seems like NeNe is open arms and she's forgiven and she trusts Gregg a whole lot. As long as he ain't buying bags, pocketbooks, jewelries, gold necklace, cars, and paying mortgages, it is what it is, because she says she's barely ever home. She's from one state, and Gregg stays in Atlanta. So as long as he don't do anything that's disrespectful, basically, and it's all put up in her face, she's okay with the situation. I was like, hey, what's going on? How you doing? Monique Hill. Hey, what's up? How y'all doing? I was like, for real, this is how we getting down. So, NeNe Leakes doesn't have the perfect marriage, but it's the perfect marriage for her, because she ain't worried about who Gregg talking to, and she's easy to forgive him. Like, it ain't nobody's business, because it seems like they have an understanding. I was like, Lord have mercy, what are we doing out here in these streets? She wanted to give Kenya advice, crazy woman, go fix your own marriage. Oh, Lord, there you go. So, so she wanted to give her advice, because basically she's been there and done that. And NeNe Leakes also explained, like once upon a time when she was with a guy, they was living together and everything else like that. And it was a VH1, not a VHS tape, but it was a little small, little rinky dinky tape basically. And, she was looking at the tape and she was like, this tape doesn't fit in my my VCR. So she went to go get the tape looked at. She went to go get the tape done, basically to see what's on the tape. And then she saw her man that she was living with at the time. She said it wasn't Gregg, but basically, her man at the time was having sex with a whole nother woman in his office. She said it wasn't Gregg. I don't know who it was. And she said her kids were small at the damn time. She said, I know people gonna think that it's Gregg, but basically she's trying to let us know that it's not Gregg or whatever with that situation. I was like, Lord, what is going on? So basically she has experience about being cheated on and being played. And she also talked about another situation where she was with a man and he said he was gone out of town, and she went to the house. The lights was off. It was dark. It was black. She walked to the back of the house because she was curious. Her woman instincts were going on, and she looked in the window and she saw her man with another woman. So therefore, NeNe Leakes has been through it, and I guess that's why she was able and want to be able to give Kenya Moore advice on her relationship and her situation. So yes, she was opening up. Hey, Rose Gold, how you doing, baby? NeNe probably doing her own thing. She said, she does her own thing or whatever, but it's not disrespectful. She didn't say that she was actually having sex with someone, but she said basically she does her own thing. She's respectful. Don't bring it back to the home, because she's basically never really home, and her and Gregg has a lot of trust for each other and stuff like that. So I was like, Lord have mercy. What is really going on with that situation? She also says that her and Gregg, they judge women. They look at women together. Oh, she's pretty. Oh, no, she's not. She's pretty or whatever, blase in the third. But Gregg got a new friend, and his new friend is named Glenda. And Gregg be on the phone with Glenda. She don't know who Glenda is, but Gregg got him some companionship, somebody he talked to on the phone that NeNe Leakes doesn't know who she is at all. But I guess she is moral support for Gregg. I guess she got Gregg's back. So NeNe Leakes said she ain't worried about Gregg talking to, Glenda, whoever Glenda is. I was like, oh, Gregg might be out here paying house note, car notes, the whole night, getting it in. I was like, I'm thinking Gregg is tired. Now, you know what I mean? When you get to a certain age, a man gets to a certain age, he done soared his royal oats. No, Gregg is still out here sawing his royal oats. He's doing his thing basically, and he got a new woman named Glenda. Yeah, Glenda's in the building. Glenda is the church lady. Glenda is the lady. She's one of the ushers that be having on a silk white dress. I'm like, Lord have mercy. What is really going on in this situation? And NeNe Leakes was like, Gregg be talking to Glenda and he be on the phone with her and she don't care. She hasn't had a conversation with Glenda or whatever. I was like, you better than me. Glenda is the good witch. Yeah, she's the good witch with the good coochie. Lord have mercy. So Gregg is not an ugly man. So now we have that situation. And so there's another woman that, wait till Kenya hears this. She will find Glenda. No, Glenda gonna come out, and that employee is going to come out too as well. The employee that, Gregg Leakes was talking to. So NeNe Leakes was opening up a new, boutique or whatever. And basically she was hiring, she said gay boy, and she was hiring this young lady. And she said basically the lady is Gregg's type and everything else like that. And she said, that she hired the young lady to be the manager. And so one day she was having an employee meeting. Everyone was gathered around like this. And she said she came that morning, and basically because the store was having friction, some of the employees wanted to discuss some things that were happening. So she was sitting there, and the gay guy, this is what she said word from word, was sitting here, and he said, I don't appreciate you calling me a queen, because the guy that was gay basically was upset with the woman that has been talking to NeNe Leakes' husband. They've been FaceTiming and talking together and everything else like that. So with that situation, they had a staff meeting, and so the guy was like, don't call me queen. He said, listen, you do not want me basically to tell your secret, because I know your secret. I know what your secret is all about. How about you tell NeNe Leakes that you've been FaceTiming Gregg? And NeNe Leakes was caught off guard. She was caught off surprise, and so she called Gregg up to see what was good. And Gregg was like, I don't know her, I don't talk to her, what are you talking about? And she said the next thing you know, the woman that Gregg was talking to and FaceTiming, that her phone started ringing, and Gregg called her back and was pleading the fifth. So basically, how come he couldn't say right away that he was talking and he was FaceTiming this woman and they was having conversations? Because he know he was guilty. He was doing something that was wrong. Because if he was trying to be her spiritual advisor, or he was trying to be her pauper, or he was trying to be a role model or be a mentor to this young lady that's working for NeNe Leakes, he would have let NeNe Leakes know the situation. And when she called him up and asked him was he FaceTiming and talking to this young lady on the phone, he would have admitted to it, but he didn't. And so NeNe Leakes said she was definitely caught off guard, but she did not get out of character. I was like, Lord have mercy, what is really going on with this situation? Harold, somebody is going to get the tea on Glenda Gregg to bring it to the show. You already know. So, hey, Socially Balanced TV. Hey, what's up? What's going on? How you doing, Chef Disaster? So you have that situation, and then I was like, oh shit, it's going down. So yes, and Anita, the other lady, Anita, I think that's her name, Anita or Joanna, whatever her name is, the lady that was working for NeNe Leakes at her boutique shop, they gonna get the info on her and find out who she is. You watch, and she's gonna be like Gregg was FaceTiming, he was butt naked, he's packing, it's gonna be crazy, because they gonna find these people. They're gonna find NeNe Leakes' employee, Anita, and then they gonna find, Glenda, because, Gregg is still in contact with Glenda, so Glenda might step out, and, Anita might step out now because, it's the top of the blogs. But like I said, this is not like a brand new situation, because NeNe had posed this question to the people back, in June about the situation. And if you watch Gregg Leakes and NeNe's, chronicles together, they talk about open marriage and stuff like that. So this is not brand new, but NeNe Leakes just basically gave the whole detail and the insight on the situation. Gregg be out there getting his, he is getting his, baby. I guess cancer drugs don't stop it. No, you know why the cancer drugs don't stop it? Might get his libido going, baby. He's out here. He's looking and he's fishing what he can get. You know, he cat daddy out here in these streets. Greg, you know, he come through with the Cadillac, the nice clothes on, the shiny pearly whites. He got money in the pocket. He can pay their $500 rent. You know what I mean? He can pay, you know, $600 on their tuition. But NeNe Leakes said she don't want him spending the money on the girls. I was like, Lord, thank you, Chef Disaster. Appreciate that. Please hit the like button. It'll be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, Chef Disaster. NeNe keep the tea hot. Yes, she does, baby. Really appreciate that, Chef Disaster. You guys, please go check out Chef Disaster YouTube channel. Check out his Chronicles of Love. Check out Surviving Love. Check out his information on just being a good man and having a good relationship. So go, and he's a YouTuber. He creates content. Go show him some love. Hey, as long as Greg doesn't bring a baby or disease home, he ain't bringing no disease. His dick can't catch no, I'm sorry, his penis can't catch diseases no more. No, sir. I can't even imagine Greg trying to put on a condom. He probably haven't put on a condom in a whole decade. Lord. Hicks, damn it, the plastic surgery of it all. You are so messed up. Hey, conversation inappropriate with a woman is disrespectful, but not grounds for divorce. No, it's not. Pinky Love, good evening to you, baby. Yes, he was out here having conversations. He was FaceTiming. Why would they FaceTime? He already know what she looked like, you know, because you know when some guys like to FaceTime you, I'm just saying, sometimes when people like to FaceTime you, they like to look at you in that moment because they be down there holding their thing between their legs and jerking, baby. So you already know. FaceTiming was like, let me see your boobs. Let me see your butt and watch you move around so they can either masturbate when they hang up the phone or masturbate while they on the phone with you. So I wonder, was he sending her some cash apps too as well? Like, what's really going on with this situation? But NeNe Leakes said she ain't worried about a damn thing. Her marriage is okay. And as long as Greg is not spending boku money on other women, it's okay, because she is rarely never home. So he be in Atlanta all by his lonesome. So I guess Glenda be picking up the phone and answering the phone and talking to him. How old is Glenda? Glenda is an old school name. So how old is Glenda? You think Glenda's in her 20s, her 30s, or her 40s? I think Glenda's in her early 30s. Glenda's getting some information out here in these streets, baby. So do you guys think NeNe Leakes is able to give Kenya more advice, and you think she was open really to giving her advice because she done been there, done that? Greg is out here with Glenda. He's out here with Anita. Like, and so NeNe Leakes also said that she wish, that men would do something else other than, try to talk to women around you. Like, yeah, so why are you talking to the ladies around her, So I was just like, ooh, ain't no shame in his game. I was like, that is just really crazy. Like, who wants to, basically talk to someone that knows your wife, that's working in the same place as your wife? That's just way too much going on. Like, way too much. Like, come on, get somebody that you don't know. And then why did he deny talking to her? Like, come on. Why he denied talking to her? That don't make no sense. Why would you deny having conversations with her if you wasn't doing something that was inappropriate? No, he was. He probably promised that young girl the world. Probably told her he can give her sick time, vacation time. She don't got to show up to work. Just come to the crib, baby. Look, I heard Grace said he would play her mortgage. I don't know if he said that, but... Hello, girl. Hey, Sheila, what's going on? Hello, girl from Mississippi. Good to see you, baby. Pink Love. That's why she and Wendy are besties. Because they man be out here doing the damn thing. I was like, Lord have mercy. What is really going on with this situation? I mean, way too much is going on. I mean, like, oof. But NeNe is basically, she's comfortable and she's happy with the situation, and she ain't trying to leave her man. Greg can do whatever he wants to do. I guess basically that's the situation, as long as he don't fall in love and as long as he ain't spending her money on this woman, because NeNe Leakes says she feels like it's disrespectful if a man spends his money on the other woman. I was like, Lord, they be doing the most, baby. So what is really going on with this situation? it done hit the streets hard. So, NeNe, she's not embarrassed. She's not ashamed of the situation. And it's nothing that is going to come between, her relationship with her husband, because they are happy ever after. I guess they're happy for a little while, baby. But it seems like, she's good with the situation. So if you guys want to call in and tell me what you think about, Gregg out here talking to NeNe Leakes people in the whole 9 yard. I was like, shit. Like, she's confident. She was so confident. It almost seemed like, she got a man on the side. Or basically she could be comfortable in a situation because she said she feels like Gregg loves her dirty drugs. Gregg loves her to death. So basically, any other woman trying to come into the picture, she don't really feel like they're a threat or anything else like that because, she got control over the situation. Oh yeah, she's doing her own thing on the low, for real. Miller. Hey Miller, love you too, baby. How you doing? It's good to see you. So you guys tell me what you think about the situation. Gregg is out here caping, baby. He's on the phone with Glenda. He's trying to get with Anita. He's FaceTiming shit. Gregg is up to date when it comes to, technology. He's out here FaceTiming. Gregg had his hand between his legs doing the most. He was out here jerking. That's why he was FaceTiming. He didn't want to hear her voice. He didn't want no phone sex. He wanted to see the whole person. That's why they were FaceTiming. Lord, he was out here getting it. Christina, comma. She's out here worried about Kenya. I don't think, she's not, I don't think that the situation with Gregg is anything important to her. I don't even think she's worried about Gregg doing what he do. She is the puppet master. She don't give a damn what he be out here doing. As long as he don't disrespect her and bring it home and cause drama in the whole situation, she is all right, because she gonna do what she gonna do. He gonna do what he gonna do. But there better be respect. Like the old saying goes that people used to always say this. If he's gonna cheat, let him cheat. But he better not have that woman come and disrespect me, or come to my house, or call my house, or show up to my kid's school, or show up to my job, or anything else like that. So if he's out here doing, he better not let me know. So I think she's on that type of tip with the situation. But if she does find out, they can talk about and find out if there's really, something going on with the situation. Because it doesn't look like NeNe Leakes is skipping any attention. Because she says she loves the flirt. She flirts all day, every day. Flirting is her thing. She like to flirt, baby. I was like, Pinky, he is being left NeNe bad. Harold, I don't think NeNe is worried about Kenya. Trey, take me down. Trey, wait, dilly. He's out here, Gregg is out here feeling good. He's feeling good. He caught on a hub. He's out here doing his thing. He's FaceTiming. Gregg is in his 60s. He's out here FaceTiming, looking at some nookie. He's looking at them breasts. He's looking at the outline. He's looking at everything. He was out here having a good time FaceTime. He done blew up his spot and messed up his situation. I wonder if, Gregg paid the woman Anita a severance pay because she got fired from talking to Gregg. And so NeNe found out that the woman was talking to Gregg and FaceTiming. And NeNe said, this is what you need to do. Get your shit and leave, baby. So, and she said the gay man got up and escorted her out to show her the door, to show her the exit, baby. I was like, Lord, this is a crazy situation. Girl, NeNe probably getting her back blown out by other man. She's probably, don't mind if Gregg is doing his own thing. Probably not at all. Probably not, as long as there's respect and nobody brings home any baby. So now, what does this leave anybody to believe that Gregg, before he was diagnosed with pancreas cancer, had another woman pregnant? A woman was supposed to be pregnant because, not too long ago, about like a month or 2 months ago, it was a big story that hit that Gregg had a love child. And the reason why NeNe Leakes was so upset is because Gregg, had got a woman pregnant, and he was in a full-fledged relationship with this other woman before he was diagnosed with cancer. This is what the blogs were saying, but there hasn't really been any evidence or any truth to that story. Only thing we got is, Glenda's on the phone with Gregg, and then we have and then we have Anita. She used to work at the boutique shop, but this was a while ago. This is back in June. So used to work with Gregg or whatever. So was she upset with this woman? Anita and everything, excuse me, with Anita and everything else like that. So what's going on? Pink Love, she is going to have a nervous breakdown. All these talk shows, fake happenings, getting facts, Danny girl. Hey, can you take the stripper out of the wife horn and join the husband? I guess you got to join the husband. Hey, Brandy, what's going on? Peace and love to you, too. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. For real, for real. And NeNe, no one cares because we all know you you love and going after Kenya's husband to get it. Why you say all that? Why you go? Why did I read that? Why you go there? Allegedly. Lord have mercy. Maybe NeNe is allowing him to talk to other women for companionship because she be gone so much. That's what, I kind of got the feel for it, that he's in Georgia a lot. He's by himself and she's traveling from New York. She's in Washington, she's in Texas. She's all over the place. And so, she has to have companionship too as well. And the companionship could just be, a friend, a caregiver, somebody else like that. But shit, a caregiver over there at NeNe's house, and in her 20s, Gregg would be happy and thrilled. He'd be like, baby, stay gone. But all in all, it seems like, they're secure with their marriage and they're happy with whatever's going on. And no one's going to put a bug in NeNe's ear or make her feel ashamed of being with Gregg or anything else like that, because, she's going to make the decision and decide whether Gregg is good for her or not. And she feels like he's good for her. And if he wants to play around a little bit, as long as there's no really connection, it's all good. I am sure anyone who works for them has signed the MDA. Probably. Sheila, do your thing, Gregg, and have lots of fun doing it. Coming to Mississippi, show something. Lita, I believe Gregg want to get down in the bedroom to remember NeNe always said Gregg is packing. Ooh, he packing, baby. Ooh, Lord have mercy. He was packing on FaceTime. I did like NeNe idea for the talk show of Housewives. Yeah, that was pretty good. La Sheila. So, yep. That's the situation. I was like, But it's nothing new. I guess NeNe just brought attention to the situation about the co-worker when it comes to Gregg's situation, because she did bring this up in June. So it is what it is with that situation. But we didn't know about Glenda. We didn't know Gregg be on the phone with Glenda. So does he be FaceTiming Glenda too? Glenda be all up in the house getting a tour. Glenda be feeling comfortable like, oh shit, one day I'm going to live in this house, Gregg. Gregg, you going to take care of me one day? Whatever it takes to stay cancer free. If it's getting his, sometimes releasing that energy might help him. True wisdom 13. Gregg ain't packing nothing but a suitcase. He ain't going nowhere. He's staying there with his woman. He's staying there. Gregg ain't going nowhere. Gregg is like, I built you, NeNe. I helped you. You can't let me go. We got kids together. But she did divorce him. Some people don't think the divorce is true, but it is what it is. So if you guys want to call in, you got anything to say about the situation, feel free to call in. But that's basically the gist of the situation when it comes to NeNe Leakes and Gregg. And it seems like, they are happy with whatever they got going on in their situation. And ain't nobody going to come in. And it seems like NeNe's acting or telling us that she's very secure with the situation, because Gregg is at home most of the time in Atlanta and she's traveling. So therefore, she don't want him to be in a home by himself, not talking to nobody, because you can go crazy like that. You know what I mean? So you guys tell me what you think. I was like, Lord have mercy. It is what it is. But that's kind of disrespectful. Why are you talking to the girl at, your wife's shop? Like, come on, like, you doing that all behind her back, and now she's walking and talking to this girl, and this girl thinks that she got one up on NeNe because, she's talking to her husband. Hopefully, maybe she can get a story cracking, but we already know Miss Anita's going to be getting an interview. Somebody's going to pay Miss Anita for an interview. I ain't got the money, so I can't pay you, baby. But Miss Anita's going to get paid, if she did not sign an NDA. If she signed the NDA, then, I don't know how that's going to go down. Gregg's going to take it off. Oh, nah. I think Gregg will have a tragic accident before he take all of NeNe's, whatever NeNe got. Damn, can you know this? Well, this is probably why that NeNe Leakes is probably able to talk to, Kenya Moore, because if Kenya Moore actually explained to her, which, she's never going to do, if she actually able to explain, what the situation is going on with Moore daily, basically with this woman that has been talking on the phone to her husband and basically still wanted to have that good with him, it'll be a situation. So, maybe NeNe could help with that situation because she's been there and doing that when it comes to relationships, when it comes to, cheating allegations, talking on the phone, basically not having an actual affair, but having a intimate affair is basically having conversations and phone calls and basically getting excited in the same way. And so it seems like, Kenya Moore found out that Mark Daly was talking to someone that he was previously, having intercourse with, and the woman wanted to continue to have intercourse with Mark Daly even though, he was married. And so that really hurt Kenya Moore, but she was able to move past that. But, if there's one, there's most likely many more. Yes, this reunion is going to be off the chain. It's going to be off the hook, baby. For real, for real. So there's no call-ins. I appreciate you guys coming through from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart. My peeps, my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. We're going to the top, to the top, to the top, baby. We're going to bring others with us. So please check out Letha E's YouTube channel. Please check out Chef Disaster YouTube channel. Show him some love, my peeps, my peoples. At least 50 of y'all in the chat, go over there and subscribe to Chef Disaster and Letha E. Show them some love. That'll be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart. And thanks to all my peeps and my people that came through. Thank you guys. Thank you, A, for coming through. Thank you for calling our Sunday. Thank you, Sheila. Thank you, Pink Love. Thank you, Christina Floss Johnson. Pinky Love, thank you. Harold, thank you for coming through. Trey, I don't know what you were saying, but thank you anyway, baby. And Miss M, thank you for coming through. So thank you guys for coming through. I really do appreciate your time. I appreciate your likes, and I appreciate you dropping in on a sister, baby. Much love to all my peeps and my peoples. We going to the top, baby. We're gonna bring everybody else with us that we can. It is what it is. You guys stay up, stay woke. Kenya will never believe NeNe is genuine. She's never going to do it. And then on top of that, it makes for a storyline for the two head honchos to be going back and forth. The producers over there want that. Much love to you too, Letha E. Thank you, A. Much love to all my peeps and my peoples. Please like the video. And please go over there and subscribe to Letha E. Subscribe to Chef Disaster YouTube channel. It'll be greatly appreciated. And if I miss any other content creators, I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. Thank you, Rose Gold Banks, for coming through. I really do appreciate that too as well. Thank you, Tia, for coming through. Angela Sims, thank you for coming through too as well. Monique Hill, thank you for coming through. Val G, thank you for coming through. I do appreciate it, and I appreciate you coming through too as well. So peace, I'm out. Much love to all my peeps and my peoples. Peace.